Here's the kicker, Harrison Butker, ready to get this one started. And we are underway from Arrowhead. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Now here's a defensive timeout called by the Chiefs. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Flowers going to go in motion right. The drive starts with a carry by Edwards. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
That felt like a trap because it looked to me like the opposing front was on that play from the get-go. They had everyone crashing the ball carrier before he even made the line, and they hold him to just a yard.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. They run once more with Edwards. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27. An early tough test on the opening drive. This is 3rd and 8. Jackson from the shotgun. A short throw caught by Andrews. And this effort will not get it done. He stopped well short of the first down at the 29. They'll try and throw for it with Jackson. Dancing to his left. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. A surprising move here on the opening drive of the game. And this defense delivers a turnover on downs on the very first drive of the afternoon. On 1st and 10, here's Pacheco. To about the 26 here. Ball at the 26, 2nd and 7.
Not a big run on the first play of the drive, but that doesn't necessarily mean it was a bad play. Sometimes you're just trying to settle in, get your guys a little bit of contact, and get things moving.
And he takes this into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. Isaiah Pacheco, 26 yards. And the Chiefs are on the board first here this afternoon. So remember now, this was all set up by the stop defensively on 4th down. That's what got them this great field position. And then 2 plays later, they're already in the end zone.
Yeah, partner, funny how it works like that, huh? That's a momentum swing amusement park style. Your defense comes off the field, bouncing, grooving, there you go. And it carries over to the other side of the ball.
Extra point by Butker is on target. And it's now a 7-0 game. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And he'll elect not to run with it. And a fair catch on the kickoff will move the ball to the 25. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. Charles, we know that this offense is aggressive. We saw that last drive. They went for it on fourth down, didn't get it. Then they give up the touchdown. So now you feel like they really need to respond here.
They certainly do, but let's face it. Sometimes when you take that risk, you understand if you fail, a little more onus goes back on your ball club to try and pick themselves back up.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. From the gun, it's Jackson. A short throw caught by Andrews. It'll be a gain of 5. And 3rd down and 6 to go. I think defensively you're okay with that. Here in the first quarter, he's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that and you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch, now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick up first downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that.
On 3rd down, Jackson. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he will have a Ravens first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And that's well executed there on 3rd down. And I love the confidence that they had to let their tight end try and find some space in the middle of the field, right in their quarterback's line of vision. And QBs love to make that easy throw, and they hooked up there for a first down.
Bateman, and he'll go in motion right here. Edwards now on 1st and 10. And a strong run there as he'll take this all the way down to the 35. Another 18-yard gain. They had 18 on the previous snap as well.
Well, as we've learned over the years, just because a guy plays left tackle doesn't mean he doesn't have run-blocking abilities, and we just saw it there. Controlled the line of scrimmage, created a big gain.
That's kind of a bonus. He's there to protect that high value that you have back under center, but he creates space in the run game.
Yeah, not only can he dance, he can mash, too.
In motion left, Flowers. On the run, this is J.K. Dobbins. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
After 7-0 on EA Sports. Raven football here as we begin quarter number 2. As they've got it 2nd down and 11. To throw is Jackson. And this is going to be pulled in by the tight end Andrews. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. A good pickup there, 26 yards. They'll run with Dobbins. And he stopped immediately there. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal. And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle, that's what we saw right there.
Yeah, and that's what their job is. And really, a lot of the time, they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game because you know those defensive ends, they're like in a sprinter stance. They're just headed straight for the quarterback. That was good recognition on that play to hold him to no gain.
9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be 3rd and less than a yard. Dobbins. Touchdown, Baltimore. Justin Tucker for the extra point. It's up and good, and we're tied at 7 here in quarter number 2. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And Hardman going to go ahead and sit on this one as it'll come out to the 25. KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. A lot of time for this unit to game plan on the sideline after that drive that they watched the other side just score. But remember, last time they were out, they scored as well. We'll see if they can seize that momentum right back.
And they have had a lot of time to cool off from reaching the end zone the last time. So have they been able to keep themselves mentally sharp?
Rifles one, that's going to be intercepted. Picked off by Ronald Darby. And he's able to get it back to the 33-yard line.
They'll take over first and 10 at the 33-yard line.
So they'll come up first and 10 now from the 33. After the interception, here's Jackson. Pass on the crossing route is complete. This is Andrews. Throwing now, Jackson on first down, being chased out left. And he will reach the 8-yard line before going out. Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a first down. Jackson on the give to Dobbins. And they'll get this from the 8 to the 5. Pickup of 3. Give him 3 on the gain there. Second and goal.
A gain of 3 brings up second and goal.
Second quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game. A line of scrimmage, once again the 5 as they get ready for second and goal. They'll bring a receiver in motion left. On second down, it's Edwards. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. Gus Edwards, a 5-yard touchdown run. And the Ravens have taken the lead. Tucker with the extra point, and that makes the score 14-7.
Chiefs 7. Justin Tucker to kick off for Baltimore.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. Fair catch going to be taken, and this will be moved out to the 25. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. That 7-0 lead of theirs short-lived as they've now given up 2 straight touchdowns to fall behind by 7.
Yeah, but no cause for discouragement here. Yeah, they've fallen behind, but haven't they proven that they can go down and score? So what was the formula that got them down there the first time? Get back to something close to that, and maybe they can get this game tied up.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. Picked off by Ronald Darby. And a terrific return there. They're finally able to corral him down near the 11-yard line. Now a first and 10 at the 11. From the gun, a give to Mitchell. And he'll find his way down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
They stay on the ground. This time it's Hill. And he will maneuver his way down at the 7. Now a second timeout called for by the defense as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. They haven't made much of this great starting field position they had. Here's 3rd and 6. Beckham will go in motion right. Here's Jackson to throw. Flushed out right. And it's intercepted at the goal line.
Trent McDuffie with a pick. And the Chiefs are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20. Offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember last time out they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back. But make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
Brings up 3rd and 6.
Throwing is Mahomes on 3rd. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. So it doesn't look like they're going to be able to build off the turnover.
Well, the defense certainly did its part to get them the football. But you're exactly right. It looks like they're going to have to punt this one away. And it's not a turnover, but doesn't it feel like one after grabbing the momentum with the defensive play?
Yeah, and they had all that momentum after getting the football, and now zapped right back in the other direction. Mahomes in the offense staying out there. They'll go for it on 4th. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds to go in the first half. And they're going to at least line up to go for it here on 4th down. They're indeed going for it as they look to throw. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And the Ravens get the football back and in great shape. Throwing on 1st down, it's Jackson. This will be caught inside the 10. The Ravens going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half. They go play action with Jackson. He'll buy some time right. And he takes this down to about the 2 before going out of bounds. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be 2nd down. Now they send a man in motion right. On 2nd down, Jackson. Touchdown! Mark Andrews in the final seconds of the first half. And the Ravens will extend their lead here just before halftime. Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and it's now 21-7.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. McCole Hardman to return it from his end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Cost him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20.
At their own 20-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive.
And with 7 seconds remaining, not much time to really do anything.
Throwing on first down is Mahomes. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete.
And he is finally forced out of bounds inside the 30-yard line.
So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. And we welcome you back now. Inside Charles Davis operating gun, getting set for quarter number 3 here. It'll be the Chiefs football to begin quarter number 3, and they trail here as we are back underway now on EA Sports.
And the fair catch signaled for and taken, so they'll begin this third quarter from their 25-yard line.
Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
They'll start the drive here with Pacheco.
And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up. And they're going to speed things up here.
A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6.
Mahomes to throw on 2nd down.
That's complete. It's Travis Kelce. And Kelsey's going to have a Chiefs first down as the tackle going to be made up at the 37.
That's good for our Kansas City Chiefs.
Throwing now is Mahomes. That is pulled in by a diving Kelce. So in Raven territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line.
They run it with Pacheco from the gun.
He takes this for about 6 down inside the 40.
Ball on the 39. Here's the 2nd down and 4.
It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4.
Now Mahomes. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's 3rd down.
And when you've thrown as many interceptions as he has in this one, you definitely start getting a little hesitant to throw the ball out wide because that's prime pick 6 territory. That time, he made sure the only guy who was going to catch it was sitting in the 3rd row.
Now here's Mahomes. Pitch and catch here to Travis Kelce. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. 3rd catch for him on this drive alone, and it'll give him a 1st down. Now the Georgia Southern man. This is Jerick McKinnon.
Down at the 25.
And quickly they get to the line.
4 yards on the pickup.
On 2nd down, here's Mahomes. Rush coming, and he's taken down.
Odafe Owe showing off the pass rush skills.
The passing game's been struggling a bit today, and that was the latest example. Haven't been getting much yardage out of it, and now on his back after the last play, he faces 3rd and long.
Gonna need better protection here. 3rd and long following the sack from Mahomes and company. They'll send a receiver in motion to the right. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw.
He's got his target. That's complete.
And they move this all the way down to the 9. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game.
They'll run here with Pacheco.
And he'll take this from the 9 down to about the 7. The line of scrimmage, the 7 now on 2nd and goal.
A pickup of 2. Brings up 2nd and goal.
Mahomes now to throw. That is caught. Touchdown, Kansas City. Marquez Valdez-Scantling. A 7-yard touchdown grab.
And the Chiefs have got it back to within a score. That's the score you felt they had to have here in the third quarter to get back in this game.
And you know that there's an emphasis on their side. Hey, we know this. We know where we are. But sometimes that binds you up so much that you try too hard. You don't get the score. Perfect combination of urgency, yet relaxed enough to get it done.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And he'll elect not to run with it. The fair catch will move this out to the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. Charles, they still have the lead despite their defense giving up a touchdown on the previous possession. And even though they have that lead, it feels like a back-and-forth ball game where to try to get momentum back, maybe they need at least 3 here on this drive.
I think you're right about that, Brandon, because your game plan doesn't change. But I do believe your urgency does because of the last score that went against your team. So what you want to do now is have your own drive and try and make sure that that momentum stays in your camp.
Jackson going to give this one to Edwards. And this one not going anywhere. They get him at the 44 for a gain of just a yard. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
And they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
In motion left, Flowers. Now Jackson on second down. And this is into the hands of Andrews downfield. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. 3 quarters have come and gone. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down. A shotgun snap and again to Dobbins. Dances by him. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1.
I know you're trying to wring every yard out of a run, but I think 9 yards there is ideal in this situation.
Yeah, now next couple plays, you only need 1 yard. Keep that clock rolling with a lead here in the 4th.
Yeah, what you're saying is maybe if it takes you 1 or 2 more runs to get the first down, that's extra time, extra plays. Really hurts the team on defense.
And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. So first and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up. Beckham in motion right. Now it's Jackson. Got his tight end. That's complete. It's Andrews. And in for the Ravens touchdown. Lamar Jackson hooking up with Mark Andrews. And the Ravens have opened up a 2-touchdown lead here in this 4th quarter. Tucker with the extra point. And the lead now up to 14.
Justin Tucker to kick off for Baltimore.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25.
Just another day in the office.
The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. A long drive last time out for this offense, Charles. If you remember, they started basically in the shadows of their own end zone, marched it down the field, and a lot of that was through the passing game.
And partner, as a former defensive back, I'm having almost a physical reaction watching what's happening right now. But let's give credit where it's due, because they've done an excellent job moving the ball through the air. Secondary getting picked apart pass by pass. Obviously, they need to make some adjustments there on the back end.
And because offensively, we know that they're not going to be shy about throwing that football. And they work this well upfield across the 45. And the offense moving quickly to the line. Pacheco gets it up the gut. And he is going to lose yardage here. So their task a little bit more difficult now. 2nd and 13 that they're walking up on. Looking to throw is Mahomes. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. A big play there for KC. 41 yards.
This play is a thing of beauty when it works as designed, because they let the running back slip out of the backfield and head down the sideline on a wheel route. Number one, it's easy for him to get lost. And number two, really tough for the linebacker to run with him. And this ball's right on the money and leads to a big play.
The tackle made at the 12-yard line. It's a gain of 5.
Here's Pacheco once again. And here he'll get it down to the 7. Down under 2 minutes to go in this football game. Now 1st and goal.
On Sunday. Let's get in the game. Hey, 57.
Headed straight, it's Pacheco.
It's largely been the air attack that's gotten them down here, but now is where you start to lean on that running game. That's a good pickup there on 1st and goal.
At the Ravens 1-yard line.
Pacheco is into the end zone. Touchdown, Kansas City. Still an important piece of business to take care of, the extra point. He's got it, and they're back within a touchdown at 28-21. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. Escapes the defender. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And this game not quite over yet. And we'll likely see him take all 3 timeouts defensively, so they can't just kneel this one out. They're going to have to try to run a few. And got his man complete. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40.
I just love how they're going about trying to finish off this game. This is not an offense that's going to go into its shell. They're going to keep exploiting weaknesses where they see them. And that's a huge pickup there with the game in the balance.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage.
So with your team leading in the 4th quarter, you know you've got to run the football. They know you've got to run the football. Sometimes that means there's nowhere to run the football.
And he'll be brought down just outside of the 30. In need of a conversion on 3rd down. And a big play to start the drive. Not much sense. They'll try and run for the first with Edwards. And he'll go down at the 28.
Brandon, they're still in the lead, but momentum's certainly been going the opposite direction. So to me, that's a really important pickup there on 3rd down.
Trying to regain some confidence, and you're right, they need to stem the tide a little bit. That certainly helped. So here comes Justin Tucker in a big spot. This to perhaps salt this one away. And Tucker missed it left. Normally reliable, this time no good. And this will remain a 1-touchdown game.
Looked like he might have overcompensated there for being on the right hash because you got to make sure you get the angle right. But that time he started it too far left and winds up hooking it way too far.
They'll come up 1st and 10 here. Mahomes. He's going to let it fly. And it's incomplete. So their final drive comes up empty. And with that, the ball game is over. And a fun, close ball game comes to an end. On that last play, Charles, they were on the wrong side of midfield. They needed something near a miracle, and they couldn't get it done.
Yeah, the effort, that was good. Very good, in fact. They were just a little too far out to get a decent look at the end.
I can't fade away. Baby, I've been too turned, I don't care about what a hater say. Dark skin, thick, I like the so I named the bae. I'm in it every day. New drip, I just spent some G's on my attire. These righteous keep on growing, but my jeans getting tighter. I went overseas with the swiper. Bad, no, I never seen nothing like her. I bought for my snipers. Any sun moving, make it sing like the choir. Peter got Lindsay Lohan. I need some more bands. I'm a grown man. I need some more bands. I'm a grown man.
From Baltimore at M&T Bank Stadium. Tonight we've got an AFC matchup in store for you, as it'll be the Kansas City Chiefs taking on the Baltimore Ravens. Justin Tucker set to boom this one away. And off we go from M&T Bank Stadium. And the opening kickoff will not be returned, as that will be a touchback. They'll bring one of the tight ends in motion left. Here's Pacheco to begin the drive. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. Again, it's Pacheco. And he'll take this up to the 30, a gain of 4.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice gain like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
From the gun, it's Mahomes. Over the middle, and there's a diving catch. And he will have the Chiefs first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Here's Jerick McKinnon, his first carry of the ball game. Getting in there for the tackle, Marcus Williams. From just shy of midfield, here's 2nd down and 5.
Brings up 2nd and 5.
To throw, it's Mahomes. Man open, that's Marquez Valdez-Scantling. And he's going to be taken down with the first down at the Ravens 33. Straight ahead they go with McKinnon. And he works his way free all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone.
He's brought down at the 20-yard line. A gain of 12. First down, Chiefs.
In motion, the tight end, Kelsey. On first down, McKinnon again. In on the stop, the former Georgia Bulldog, Roquan Smith.
Not a run that you're going to write home about, but still a good first down run. That's what an offense calls staying on schedule. 3 to 4 yards on first down, you're set up very well for the rest of the drive.
Here's Mahomes to throw. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And the Chiefs are going to be set up with a 1st and goal here as the tackle made at the 9. On 1st and 10, here's Pacheco. And only about a yard there as he takes it from the 9 to the 8. Here's 2nd and goal, operating from the 8-yard line.
It's a gain of a yard. Brings up 2nd and goal.
They'll bring a tight end in motion left. Once more, it's Pacheco. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 9. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a 3rd down.
The short field shrinks even more with the type of bodies they brought in on that play. Those extra tight ends, they weren't able to secure their blocks, and that one ended up going backwards.
Now from back at the 9 after that last play, this is 3rd and goal. They'll bring a receiver in motion right. Here's Mahomes, 3rd and goal. He'll check this one down to Pacheco. And he is out of bounds here. They do get 8 out of the pitch and catch. However, it's 4th down. Now a timeout called for by the defense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. And on their first drive, the offense staying out there. They're going to go for it on 4th. They'll run for it with Pacheco. And he will take it on in for a Chiefs touchdown. It's a 1-yard touchdown run. And the Chiefs are on the board first on the road here in Baltimore. I think going for it there on the opening drive, CD, if you're that close to the end zone, seems like a no-brainer, and they're able to cap things off with a touchdown.
I think that he was imagining the message he would send to his team if he called for the field goal unit at that point. Great drive, got it all the way down there. You're telling your offense, I believe in you, and you're also telling your defense, hey, if they don't score, we've got it covered.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. The drive starts with a carry by Edwards. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
Brandon, to me, what's important right here on this drive is for them to get at least 2 first downs. They've got to give their defense a chance to settle down, catch their breath a little bit after they give up a touchdown on the opening drive.
They'll send Beckham in motion right. Now it's Jackson. And bringing it in right side here, Beckham. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. The catch and run there, good for 16 and a first. Just the first quarter, but tackling going to be so important going forward. They've got to limit plays like that.
And that's something when you see it happen early in the game and they don't get him on the ground, you can always tell that they were concerned about it going in. Because I can just tell you from my days, I remember being in college and worrying all off-season about our season open opponent, and they had a receiver that could shake and bake with the best of them. I tackled him on the first pass of the game, and the relief was incredible. Ended up having a pretty decent ball game. But if I'd missed him, it would have been a long night.
Second quarter now from Baltimore. It's the Ravens in possession as they're looking at a 2nd down and 9 to go. Throwing is Jackson. That ball caught. It's Mike Andrews, the tight end. And he'll be brought down with a first down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 32-yard line. Up the middle, here's Edwards. And he'll power his way forward for about 4 yards there on the first down carry.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
Second and 6. Now Jackson taps his forward jet sweep. He'll get it inside the 20. And down to the 7-yard line. An excellent pickup of 20 yards. Just a simple tap pass, but it pays off in a big way.
And sometimes the simple stuff causes the most problems for a defense because there's a breakdown in communication there. When that receiver goes behind the line of scrimmage and it looks like he's going in motion, someone either has to go with him or he has to be passed off to another defender. Somehow they didn't get that communicated well, and it turned into a nice play.
A pickup of 2 brings up 2nd and goal at the 5-yard line.
Again, it'll be Edwards. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. A big play forthcoming. Here's 3rd and goal.
A gain of 1 yard on the play. It's now 3rd and goal.
Now they bring a receiver in motion right.
No, we changed it. Yeah.
3rd and goal, Jackson. And it's caught. Touchdown. Now Beckham from 4 yards out. And the Ravens are an extra point away from drawing level. But down here, I thought they were going to hand that off
Instead, a well-designed play and the pitch and catch for the touchdown.
And I wonder who came up with it. Was it a call from the bench? Did the quarterback have a good idea and suggest it? In any event, clearly an effective play call. They saw something they liked in coverage, and they targeted it for the short yardage throw.
And the perfect way to cap their opening drive. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
And some nifty running here as he'll take this across midfield and down to the 47. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. On first down, they go back to Pacheco. He's got it to the 43 here. The Chiefs will try and get to the line quickly.
A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6.
Mahomes going to throw. It's Kelsey on the ground. And he's going to be taken down with the first down at the Ravens' 22-yard line. And Mahomes going to hustle him up to the line here.
First down, Kansas City.
They run it with Pacheco from the gun. And he fumbled it. It's on the ground. Oh, one of the linebackers has got it. And a little careless there, Charles, on that carry.
And it's not just having 2 hands on the ball. It's tucking it away. It's using your body to keep people shielded off. It's so many different things into taking care of it and having ball security. In that case, though, we didn't see it happen.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. Tie ball game, still a little more than a minute to go in the half. The question, can they put something together here, try to take that lead into intermission?
I would have to think that would be the goal for sure. I don't think you sit on anything here. Here's your opportunity. Push it downfield. As you mentioned, it's a tie game. So minus a disaster on your part, you've got that in your back pocket. Go ahead and try and get some points and feel great going into the half.
Jackson now on 2nd and 10. And this is going to be pulled in by the tight end Andrews. He'll be corralled well upfield right around the 40-yard line. 27 yards there, a first down. The Ravens going to use the second of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1. They go play action with Jackson. And looking for Andrews, but this is intercepted. And a huge return as he'll take this one all the way down inside the 30-yard line. They'll send a receiver here in motion right. So after the INT, here's Mahomes. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Rice. But he's down inside the 5 at the 4 before he's out of bounds. A really nice gain of 25 yards.
Well, this is a defense that's definitely on their heels now because they gave up the running play for good yardage 1 play ago. Now the pass here sets this offense up 1st and goal. They're going to have to dig in strong now because they've been in retreat so far on this drive. This offense on the march.
And he gets halfway there from the 4 to the 2 on a gain of 2. Here's Pacheco. And he takes this into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. Isaiah Pacheco, as the first half is winding down. And the Chiefs have taken the lead here in the final stages of this first half. Extra point by Butker is on target.
And that makes the score 14-7.
Harrison Butker at a kickoff for Kansas City.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. But no run back here. Fair catch, and this will come out to the 25.
Ravens take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going.
And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
That's going deep for Bateman. And that's caught inside the 35. And he's going to step out of bounds all the way down at the 30-yard line.
A big play that time through the air. 45 yards.
So 3 seconds here remain in the half on as the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points.
And now we'll get a late timeout as it comes in the waning moments of quarter number 2.
So even though it's first down, here's the field goal unit on now to try to get 3 before halftime. It'll be a 47-yard attempt from the left hash.
Tucker's kick is good, and that will do it for this first half. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaughan. The Ravens set to receive the football, trailing here as we resume action in the third quarter.
With a fair catch taken short of the goal line, and they'll begin this third quarter at their own 25.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive.
This offense, Charles, had a strong first half throwing the football, at least in terms of yardage, but that hasn't translated so far on the scoreboard as they begin the third quarter here, trailing and looking for a little momentum.
Yeah, you're right about that because, you know, let's face it, in the first half, most of their focus was in the passing game, and to their credit, resulted in a healthy amount of yardage. So I would think that at halftime, they're going to anticipate that defense loosening up a little bit to try and cover the passing lanes. They've got to get the running game going, and there should be some gaps to run through now.
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Trent McDuffie with a pick.
I certainly think that we're seeing a big reason why this team is struggling to put points on the board so far, because too many of their drives have ended in turnovers already, and we still have almost a full half of football yet to play.
They'll run out of the gun with Pacheco.
And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. And now they're in the hurry-up.
No gain on the play. Brings up second and 10 at the 14-yard line.
Throwing now is Mahomes.
Open man is Fordson. He's got it.
And in for the Chiefs touchdown.
Joe Fordson.
A 14-yard touchdown.
And the Chiefs are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead.
Well, we know someone just added to his touchdown passing total, but all he did was get the ball out quickly to his tight end and let him take care of business the rest of the way.
Extra point by Butker is on target.
And that makes it a 21-10 game.
Ravens 10.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away.
And he'll elect not to run with it. And a fair catch on the kickoff will move the ball to the 25.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going.
So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game.
And nothing but green grass here, middle of the field. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. 36 yards on the play.
My dad would say sometimes, I'm just scratching my head here trying to figure out what was going on there defensively. How did you lose him in the middle of the field? If you're going to lose a receiver, make sure it's someone on the short side of things, not deep downfield, that can hurt your defense.
8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on second and short. Now Jackson taps his forward jet sweep.
And some strong running there as he's down just shy of the 20 on the edge of the red zone.
10 yards there, good enough for a Raven first down.
For an effective play there, getting their wideouts involved in the run game.
And what they're always hoping on that type of a play, that they can get to the end of the line and have a chance to turn it upfield as he did there. That means they controlled the blocking and took care of the defensive end or the outside linebacker to give him that lane.
And I guess I need to clarify.
Nowhere to turn this time, and he goes down. Sack back of the 29. Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo.
It's now 2nd and 19 at the Chiefs' 29-yard line.
Now Jackson. And it's intercepted at the goal line.
Mike Edwards picks it off. And the Chiefs are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line.
The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
And confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you've scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around.
We're in Baltimore, third quarter action, 2nd and 10. On the handoff, it's Pacheco.
Oh, he's got some breathing room. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. They're going to hurry back to the line now.
A gain of 13 yards. First down, Chiefs.
On 1st and 10, here's Mahomes. Taking a deep shot here for Hardman.
And this is incomplete. Oh, it looked like he had a pretty good line on that one. That would have been a big play, but he could not pull it in.
And that's one of the few things that has not gone right for this offense so far. They've had their share of big plays. That was nearly another. But somehow, he just couldn't squeeze it.
A run by Pacheco on 2nd down.
And he's across the 40, 3 extra yards to the 43.
48 yards rushing for him now with a couple of touchdown runs to boot.
Mahomes to throw on 3rd and 1. And the Raven pressure too much. Down he goes. Now look at this, 4th and 12, and they're going to line up to go for it. They're indeed going for it as they look to throw. And this one is incomplete. A surprising move to go for it predictably, at least somewhat predictably. It doesn't pay off, and the Ravens get the football back and in great shape. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Steps away to his left. And he wisely will throw that one away.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable, and that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
Beckham will go in motion right. Second and 10. Here's Jackson again. And that one not to be. It's incomplete. So they couldn't hook up as time has now run out on this third quarter of play. Back now in Baltimore. It's the Ravens with possession of the football, but trailing on the big board as we get set for the fourth. The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. Play action. It's Jackson. Eluding the pressure right. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. And the Chiefs are going to get it back here just shy of the 20.
I think that interception happened for 2 reasons. Quarterback gets outside the pocket and panics a little bit, and receiver doesn't make sure he's absolutely in an open spot. So there's a guy lurking, took the ball from him.
Yeah, so don't wave your arms, right, as a receiver if you're not wide open.
Got to know that you're open. Otherwise, just don't do it.
Mahomes now on 1st down. This one complete to Mecole Hardman. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10.
And their first down, Chiefs.
Now here's Mahomes. That'll be caught by Rice. Yeah, this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down. And they're going to hurry back to the line now. Pacheco gets it up the gut. And they'll get this just to the 47. 1-yard gain.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
Now throwing on 3rd down there, but he cannot connect.
That is certainly one way to frustrate a quarterback. When those extra defenders on the field, dime package, lots of speed, no space to fit in the football.
Here we go on 4th down. And he's going to have a 1st down as he's brought down at the 44-yard line.
Darby brought him down. It's a gain of 3. First down, Kansas City.
Looking to throw is Mahomes. Taking a deep shot here for Hardman. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked up by Marcus Williams. And the Ravens are right back in this football game.
The Ravens take over 1st and 10 at their own 16-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. The interception was a great starting point, but now they need points pretty quickly, down 2 scores. Able to push his way through. He'll rumble for about 6 up across the 20 to the 22.
Well, they did throw interceptions on their last 2 drives, so no surprise at all they decided to start it with a running play. I'm actually a little bit surprised, though, that they got as much out of it as they did.
Yeah, decent little gain. Puts them in a pretty good spot for 2nd down.
Hey, report. Report.
They go play action now. Jackson. This throw taken in by Isaiah Likely. A gain of 5, good enough for the 1st down.
The tight end is certainly a position built to move the chains because they can control space underneath. If they've got good hands. Then, of course, they're a dynamic target. But one other thing is they're right in the sight lines of a quarterback on just about every play. And that makes it easier for the quarterback to pick him out and deliver.
Throwing now, Jackson on first down. He's going to air one out. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Mike Edwards picks it off. And he'll get this back across the midfield, striping down to the 47-yard line.
They'll take over at first and 10 at the 47-yard line.
Easy. Hey, 57, color.
Mahomes taps this forward. It's a jet sweep. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. Mahomes now to throw. Open man downfield is Hardman. He's got it. And he'll cross over out of bounds right at the 25.
Gain of 32 yards. First down, Chiefs.
And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. 2nd and long, but you got to figure this almost certainly another run. Mahomes' throw here complete to Kelsey. He's got room to roam. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. 19 yards there on the catch and run. Well, probably the only thing he did wrong there was go out of bounds, nursing this 4th quarter lead. You want to stay in, eat the clock.
Yeah, you got to love the effort, the catch, the extra yardage, but you got to know the situation. Stay in bounds, young man.
And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. Interesting, Mahomes wants to throw it. They'll roll him out right. And he will take it on in for a Chiefs touchdown. Patrick Mahomes, a 6-yard touchdown run. And the Chiefs have put this one to bed here in the 4th quarter.
That's a really good decision right there outside of the pocket. You've got to know the right time to shift from passer to runner. He was looking and looking, nothing there. You can almost feel the brainwaves firing as he calculates, I think I can win a race to the pylon. And he turns out to be right. Touchdown.
Extra point by Butker is on target, and the lead is up to 18 now.
Ravens 10.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. Devin Duvernay now returning from the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
Take over first and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. Where we stand right now in the 4th quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but and my goodness, another interception. Picked off by L'Jarius Sneed. And he's able to get it back to the 33-yard line. For this defense, CD, that's kind of the icing on the cake here as we get to the end of this one.
And didn't you feel that they weren't just going into total prevent there? You know, they had the lead, and sometimes you fall back and you lose your aggressiveness. Not in this case. They were still making a play on the football, and look how that one turned out. They may have salted this one away.
Open man here. It's the tight end, Kelsey. And all the way to the 2-yard line there before crossing over out of bounds. They probably don't need to run a play here, but you wonder if they're going to be able to resist on 1st and goal. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in the 4th. Pacheco will take this one in. It's a Chiefs touchdown.
Touchdown.
This has just really been a solid second half from them, CD, as they add another touchdown to the lead and they start to pull away in what was once a close ball game.
Yeah, they actually put the Jets on in this one, didn't they? Put a little cherry on top with that touchdown. Now we just got to play out this final minute, and they'll get a chance to celebrate a very hard-earned victory.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away.
The Ravens take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. Well, CD, it's all window dressing at this point. I mean, the best they can do is in the game with a nice drive to maybe build some momentum to move forward into their next contest.
Yeah, with how lopsided this game has been, even one score might not do a lot of cosmetic good on the scoreboard, partner, because it's just about looking forward at this point. Get a touchdown here, give yourself some positive momentum and reps to focus on when you get back to practice in the next couple of days.
Took just one play to move all the way to the 44 as they try again on 1st down. Jackson. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this second half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they forced in this runaway contest.
Escaping the pressure right. All that gets him is just a yard, and now it's 3rd down.
I'm not quite sure what he thought he saw there, but the reality was certainly a much different picture than what he anticipated. And give credit to the defense. They were down on the flash when he broke out of there, and they forced him out with almost nothing to show for his efforts.
On 3rd down, Jackson. That is caught. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. The Ravens going to use the second of their timeouts as they get it with 16 seconds remaining on the clock. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10.
Go ahead.
Now it's Jackson. This for Beckham, and he's got it in the end zone. Touchdown, Ravens. A great play there. His second touchdown of the night. And the Ravens are able to make some inroads here to that deficit. He's got them out now to a 3-score lead here in the 4th quarter after that one, CD. And, well, he looked right off the line like he knew that that ball was coming his way, and he secured it for 6 points.
Yeah, and I think when you're leading by a healthy margin already, it actually loosens you up and allows you to take maybe a few more chances and definitely play with more confidence, because he certainly saw something he could exploit in the defense, and he made sure to let his quarterback know, just get it to me. And the rest was all up to him, and he delivered and made it a 3-score game.
Jackson here, he's going to look to throw. It's complete, and he is not going to get in here. So the decision to go for 2 does not pay off as they're unable to cut any further into their deficit. So despite the huge deficit, they're going to keep fighting. Here comes the onside kick. And this is going to be recovered by the hands team. And that should just about put a capper on this one. Well, 4th quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game.
And this is caught inside the 5. Touchdown. Isaiah Pacheco, 48 yards. And the Chiefs are able to stretch out their lead. So it goes from a 3-score to a 4-score lead here in the closing moments of the 4th quarter. And whether they got that bonus touchdown or not, it's been a pretty impressive performance.
And they did it with not much time left, but they took what little time was on the clock and used it well, didn't they? Put a real exclamation point on their win with that score.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. One last shot for Jackson. Buying time to his left. And that will be incomplete as time has run out on this football game. So this one in the win column for Kansas City. And I tell you what, I can't remember a defensive performance as good as this one. They seemingly forced turnover after turnover after turnover every time you turned around.
Yeah, you can just keep going with it, can't you? After turnover, after turnover. As this game unfolded, they were doing all the dictating, right? They told the offense exactly how it was going to go down today. So you saw them deflate with every series, didn't you? Every time they ran onto the field, it was slower and slower to get to the football because they just felt like if we go out there, we're just going to turn it over anyway. So it was really, really a stellar performance.
So that's a wrap for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. And this has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. For more, check us out at easports.com. From Baltimore, good night, everybody. From the site that many call the loudest in the NFL, we are inside Arrowhead Stadium here in Kansas City. Straight ahead, a rematch from Super Bowl 57, as it'll be the Philadelphia Eagles taking on the defending Super Bowl champions, the Kansas City Chiefs. Here's the kicker, Jake Elliott, ready to get this one started. And into a sea of red, we're underway in Kansas City. And no run back here, so they'll bring it out to the 25. They'll start the drive here with Pacheco. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5 at the 30-yard line.
Here's Pacheco once again. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
That's good for our Kansas City Chiefs. 1st and 10.
Mahomes now on 1st down. Eagle pressure, too much this time. Down he goes. That sack courtesy of the effort of Hassan Reddick. We were wondering what they would do defensively to disrupt Patrick Mahomes. Sacking him on the first drive, that's a really good way to set a tone.
The last thing you want to do is let him get established in the pocket where he can set his feet and throw wherever he wants to. Even though he does it well on the run and on the move, you definitely want to get him off the spot in the pocket.
And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. In motion right, that's Hardman.
Hey, 43, 43, color.
Snap coming at 1, and it's Mahomes. His throw incomplete.
Certainly looked like someone was very confident in his ability to fit that one in. I would say he was overconfident because there wasn't a whole lot of separation there. Had that one covered pretty well downfield and knocked it away.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. In motion, the tight end, Kelsey. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And a throw there going to be incomplete.
1 first down here, and that's all, folks. Good work by this defense to hold things in check and force a punting situation.
On 4th down, Tommy Townsend to punt for Kansas City. Back deep, Kevin Byard. And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. And that one hits a little too close to the goal line, and it continues into the end zone for a touchback. Hurts and the Eagles come up here 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line. Now here's a defensive timeout called by the Chiefs.
They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Slot man moves right. They'll start on the ground with Swift. And he is brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2, and it brings up second down.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defense in front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
From the 22, here's 2nd and 8.
63.
Once again, it's Swift. And he'll get this up over the 25 to the 26. This now a 3rd and 4. Now a give right side Swift. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. They're going on 4th down with Hurts. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. A curious decision to go for it, but it pays off with a first down. Here's a handoff to Swift running left. And he'll be pretty well stopped in his tracks. Give him a yard up to the 42. From the 42-yard line, here's 2nd and 9.
A gain of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 9.
They'll run right here with Swift. It's a 4-yard pickup there, and it leaves him with 3rd and 5.
When you find that kind of yard, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, let's keep carrying it, thank you.
Play number 7 now coming up on the drive. 3rd and 5. Hurts sets up to throw it. Under pressure, and he'll go down. They'll sack him on what ought to be the final play of this first quarter. No score after 1 on EA Sports. Oh, a big decision here early. Look at this. They're going to go for it on their own side of the field. They'll try and throw for it here. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. A real head scratcher there. And that will force a turnover on downs. So they
take a big chance here in their own territory, and you think the coach may have some questions to answer?
Yeah, and, you know, normally we focus on the media, right? The social media barrage that he's going to get for this one. How about on his own sideline and in his locker room? Because I think the team's going to look at him like, Coach, why would we go for it there? I mean, no confidence in the defense. You don't like the punter? I mean, what's going on here? You owe us some explanations.
They fake the give. Now Mahomes. That ball is caught. Marquez Valdes-Scantling. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. They'll run here with Pacheco. And he gets halfway home from the 10 to the 5 on a pickup of 5. And the ball smacked dab on the 5-yard line. Here's second and goal. Now Mahomes. Fighting for the end zone. He lost the football. It's out. And it's picked up by the Eagles.
We'll give some credit to the defense. They forced the big play, knocked the ball free from him, but that's a cardinal sin by the quarterback. Know where you are on the field, and he just gave up at a minimum 3 points.
Instead of getting down, takes the contact. The turnover ensues. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. And the shutout, at least for now, is still intact. Great job by the defense after, Charles, last time this crew was out here, remember, they gambled in their own territory, didn't get it. But the defense held, gave up no points.
And, Brandon, sometimes it all just comes together, and I think the head coach senses it today. His defense, they're absolutely on fire. It doesn't matter where the ball is on the field. When that defense trots out there, no one's moving it, no one's scoring, and he's playing to it right now.
Well, that group's chasing a shutout. Teammates here on the offensive side going to try to provide a touchdown and gain the momentum even more on this series. And he's able to plow forward up to about the 29, just shy of the 30. And he'll send the tight end in motion left. Play action. Here's Hurts. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
2 drives won't tell the story of this game, but you absolutely have to like how this defense has played thus far. They have yet to allow this offense to get untracked in this one.
And how about this one now? In their own territory, a gutsy call. They're going to go for this on 4th and a yard. They'll bring a receiver in motion right. They'll try and throw for it with Hurts. Able to find the open man. That's complete. He's to the 15. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Quez Watkins, 71 yards. And the Eagles post the first points of the ball game as they take the lead here in this second quarter. On for the extra point, Jake Elliott. He's got it, and the Eagles lead at 7-zip.
Makes the score Eagles 7, Chiefs nothing. Jake Elliott to kick off for Philadelphia.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. Fair catch going to be taken, and this will be moved out to the 25.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. Last time out, remember, they fumbled the football. That led to the touchdown. And, Charles, they were in the red zone, so that's a backbreaker. They got to try to pick up the pieces here on this drive.
Yeah, and I actually started to do the math here, so be patient with me. 12-point swing is the way I calculate it, because not only did they drop the ball in the red zone, they watched the opponent score a touchdown right after that. So their goal, have a drive here and try and get some of those points back.
At
And Brandon, every running back wants to use their speed in order to get out in front of things. Sometimes you just have to be patient, let blocks develop. On that play, that didn't happen.
Well, they had the run for no gain. Now they'll try again from the 25 on 2nd and 10. Now here's Mahomes. Looking for Kelsey there, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Reed Blankenship. And this return is going to be halted right around the 28-yard line.
Yeah, he's just trying to throw this ball into the hole in the zone, but those windows can open and close quickly, especially in the middle of the field. So if the timing's not right, we'll see interceptions like that one right there.
Brown goes in motion left. On 1st and 10, it's Swift. And a hard-working run here as he's got it inside the 20, down to the 17. It's an Eagles first down on a gain of 11.
A gain of 11 on the play. First down, Eagles.
They'll send a receiver in motion to the right. First down, and they go with Swift again. And he'll get 7 yards from the 17 to the 10 before he's taken down. And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry-up.
Brings up 2nd and 3.
And the tight end goes in motion left. On 2nd down, Swift. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. It's a loss of 4. Now 3rd down. Now a second timeout called for by the defense, as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Here's 3rd and 6. They'll stay on the ground with Swift. And they get him down about 2 yards shy of the line to gain. A 3rd down pickup of 5. The Chiefs quickly now going to use the last of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. The offense staying out. They're going to go on 4th and 2. Here's Hurts to throw. It's complete. Swings it out to his running back. And unable to break away. They stop him a few yards shy. The Eagles unable to convert there on 4th. And the Chiefs defense comes up with a stop. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. And Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive. And they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp, and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated.
And he'll be just shy of the 20 and the 19 as he goes out of bounds. So the completion results there in 9 yards, and it'll bring up a 2nd and short. On play action, it's Mahomes. That is incomplete.
And he's only hit on 2 of his first 6 passes. Time for a quick quarterback regroup here with a big 3rd down coming up.
They tried the throw on 2nd down, unsuccessful. Now it's 3rd and 1. They'll try for the first with Pacheco. And down he'll go at the 25. It'll go as a gain of 6 that time, and it moves the chains as well.
I don't know about you, but that almost felt like old-time football there. 3rd and 2 is not necessarily just a running down anymore. A lot of times they want to throw the ball. They went back to the roots and powered forward and got the first down.
On first down, Mahomes. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Well, this defense is going to have to finish the job. There's still a second half that they have to play. But so far, an absolute total effort. They've disrupted the passing game, stressed the pocket for the quarterback. They forced him into errant throws. Everything they're doing has been executed well.
In motion, the tight end, Kelsey. Play action. Now it's Mahomes. Pressure comes, and down he goes. The Eagles get there for the sack. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half. On 3rd and long, it's Mahomes. That's laid out deep for Rice. That's caught inside the 20. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Rashee Rice in the final seconds of the first half. And the Chiefs have a chance to tie the game here in the final seconds of the half. And correct me if I'm wrong, that was just a simple fly route, wasn't it?
No, there's nothing to correct at all. You've got it down pat. And I just remember as a player, when I'd be in practice sessions and I'd hear 9 from the receivers, that meant fly route, go, look out. That was the 9, and he just kept going all the way into the end zone for the touchdown.
Harrison Butker is on for the extra point. It's up and good, and we're tied at 7 here in quarter number 2. So the late touchdown ties things as they will kick this one away in the final stages of the half. And we'll still have time for one play before the half, as this will be fair caught and brought out to the 25. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. 1 second, all that remains. They'll throw now on the final play. He finds his man, complete. That's Watkins. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break. Welcome back. Charles and I settled in the booth ready for quarter number 3. Set and ready to go for the second half. 1 touchdown apiece, 7-7 our score. And the fair catch signaled for and taken, so they'll begin this third quarter from their 25-yard line. Hurts and the Eagles come up here 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. They'll bring a receiver in motion right. Third quarter starts with a run from Swift. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. And they're going to speed things up here. In motion, the tight end. Right back to Swift again on second down. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4. Now 3rd and 6. Throwing is Hurts. He's got his target. That's complete. And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. A big play that time on the catch and run. 31 yards. So the big play moves him all the way across midfield to the 40 now for 1st and 10. They just do get the play off as he'll look to throw. Blitz coming, and down he goes. It'll be a loss of 10. And it'll bring up 2nd. They'll send a receiver here in motion right. On the handoff, this is Swift. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. This would be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher 3rd down moment.
So statistically, both of these offenses have a rough time getting a running game going. But boy, what a nice play there defensively.
Tackling him behind the line, but you're right, you look at the numbers. Neither side looks on track in the ground game. Hurts. He finds his man complete. That's Watkins. And he'll be brought down with a 1st down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 29-yard line. A real letdown defensively. That was 3rd and a bundle, but they allow the conversion. So now 1st and 10 in Chiefs territory as they're down to the 29-yard line. Swift going to try up the middle. Might have gotten this one down to the 28, and that's all. It was Brian Cook who made the tackle.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
Now 2nd and 9. In motion left comes Brown. They go play action with Hurts. And that's going to be caught front. Eagles touchdown. Quez Watkins with his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Eagles have moved out in front here in the final minute of the 3rd quarter.
I know we often laugh, and sometimes we even exalt the guys who are great trash talkers and give us some really funny lines. But the bottom line is absolute production on the field. His 2nd touchdown of the game, and they lead.
And now they'll be looking to their defense to preserve that lead. Elliott good on the extra point, and that makes the score 14-7. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And he nearly broke that for more, but as it is, still a good return. They'll start the drive right around the 37. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And this game was all square at halftime, but now they find themselves down 7 following the opening drive touchdown here in the 3rd quarter.
And they need to take a good, relaxing, deep breath, don't you think? Because right now they might start to feel like they've got to play catch-up here and start matching them point for point. But it's still too early to get there. They can still run their offense. Plenty of time to get back in this game.
On 2nd down, here's Mahomes. Open man right side is Rice. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this third quarter. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. We couldn't ask for much more to this point in the second half. A gorgeous day, one-score game. 1st and 10 here. On 1st and 10, here's Pacheco. And the big boys up front, they're going to stop him right at the line. And quickly, they get to the line.
No gain on the play. Brings up 2nd and 10 at the Eagles' 48-yard line.
From the gun, it's Mahomes. Trucks over it. That's complete. It's Travis Kelce. And he has another first down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 24-yard line.
Kansas City Chiefs. First down.
In motion left here, one of their tight ends. Headed straight, it's Pacheco. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10.
No gain on the play. 2nd and 10 at the Eagles' 25-yard line.
To throw, it's Mahomes. They'll check this one down to Pacheco. Only able to gain a couple there, and that's going to set up a tough 3rd and 9. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
Throwing is Mahomes on 3rd. And they work this near the 5. He'll be stopped at the 6. A looming decision to make on the conversion, down 7. But first things first, they need to score as they come up on 1st and goal. And now the Eagles going to signal for a timeout. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. They run it with Pacheco from the gun. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. From the 2 now, 2nd and goal.
A 4-yard gain brings up 2nd and goal.
They'll motion out one of the tight ends. Pacheco once more. And he is in. Touchdown, Kansas City. Isaiah Pacheco taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Chiefs are an extra point away from tying this game here in the final minutes. Don't forget the extra point. It's up and go. And here we've got a tie game here in the 4th. And this one setting up for a great finish. All tied in the 4th as the kick's away. And he'll elect not to run with it. The fair catch will move this out to the 25-yard line. This is 1st and 10. They'll start out here with an option left. Hurts fumbles it. But it looks like one of the DBs has it. And they take possession of the football. And at the 36-yard line.
So much for the 4-minute offense. They were trying to reduce the clock, get in position to win the game, and leave no time for them to come back and catch it. And guess what? They turned the ball over. Yeah, I mean, they had it all set up for themselves, and they let it get away.
They'll run out of the gun with Pacheco. Nothing doing. Barely able to muster a yard to hit the 35. Getting down to the good stuff. All tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports. And the trend continues here in the 4th like it was in the 1st, 2nd, and 3rd. He's had nowhere to run.
And you're probably thinking to yourself, why do they keep feeding him the football? Well, they trust him first and foremost. They do believe that over time he might actually pop one of these runs. The bottom line is he takes care of the ball well for them, so they keep handing it to him.
And he takes us just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. Plenty of time. All 3 timeouts still remain. Here's 1st and 10 now. Pacheco gets it up the gut. And he takes this into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. Isaiah Pacheco with now 2 fourth-quarter touchdowns. And the Chiefs have broken this deadlock and have taken the lead here in the 4th.
How about the vision on the run here? This one's intended to just be a straight dive up the middle. But once he gets through traffic, he sees that the open space is to the outside. So he's just going to angle himself out wide and win the race to the pylon.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And the fair catch taken. No time will come off the clock. And they will begin this critical drive at the 25-yard line. Here's 1st and 10. They'll look to throw. Pass complete, Goddard. And he's going to get out of bounds with the 1st down. So that's going to double their pleasure for sure. They get the 1st and save a timeout. Here's a handoff to Swift. We'll get this to about the 38. Here's 2nd down. Once again, it's Swift.
Short gain, last 2 plays. Who do you think's excited about that?
Absolutely, this defense is going to go right ahead with those. The Arrowhead crowd in full roar. Here's 3rd down. He's back to throw. Oh, and that's going to sabotage their comeback plans. It is intercepted. Picked up by Nick Bolton. And he'll return this ball across midfield to the 47-yard line. He had to fit that into a pretty tight window over the middle. And Charles, I think they were in zone defensively.
They certainly were. Nice read on your part. And sometimes the quarterback isn't fooled between zone and man. Sometimes just fooled by the type of zone that he sees. Because oftentimes, those linebackers will vacate and run downfield with receivers. In this case, he played a pure zone and was in the wrong spot for the QB.
Interesting, Mahomes wants to throw it. He's going to take a shot right away for the end zone. And this is incomplete. Oh, that looked like a sure 6 points, but he could not get that to stick, and that is a golden opportunity wasted there. Now it's 2nd and 10. To throw is Mahomes. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Well, they approached this drive with a lot of confidence after the last one ended up as a touchdown. But incompletions on their first 2 throws has them huddling up and trying to figure out a big play here on 3rd down to get their momentum going again.
Mahomes to throw. taken in by his big tight end. And he's across for the touchdown. And in the final minute, that should just about seal it.
For a big tight end, he can sure move like a slot receiver when he gets a head of steam going. And as a defensive back, you've got a big decision to make when he's moving like that.
Butker on for the PAT. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. The no run back here, fair catch, and this will come out to the 25. Here's first down. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Looking left side for Watkins, and he's got him. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. What a game it's been for this duo.
They remind me of a good comedy team. They know how to play off of each other so well. No matter how one riffs, the other's right there to pick them up, and they are shredding them in this ball game.
They'll throw on first down with Hurts. He's going to look deep for Watkins. And this is caught, so it's a late touchdown, but maybe too late. Still a little time left on the clock, however. Coming from where they were, they knew this was going to be tough, but they got the touchdown. Now they need the miracle, the onside kick and a little extra.
Yeah, and you have to get the onside kick and not have the ball bounce around a lot and eat up time. You want to be able to grab it, possess it, and get your offense out there for what you just termed a miracle last chance.
Elliott good with a PAT. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this fourth quarter. So looking at this situation, you should have time for the onside kick and then at least one play. And the Chiefs have got it. And with that, they should have a victory as well. The risk-reward of the onside kick, when you don't get it, the risk comes out to play, and here they gave up great field position.
And that's the key to everything, because you're trying your best to press advantages when you have them, and field position leads you to that type of play calling, and whether you want to blitz or whether you want to throw the ball deep, those types of things, now that they've given up that type of field position, the advantage is switched to their opponent.
Back to throw, Mahomes. He's going to take a shot right away for the end zone. And this ball incomplete. Looked very much to be a catchable ball and could not hang on. Second down coming up.
Second down and 10.
Mahomes going to throw it here. That's laid out deep for Rice. And it's incomplete. They're still throwing to the very end. But now this game is over. That was an excellent come-from-behind victory, Charles, especially there in the fourth quarter. Both offense and defense were clicking. They're going to feel good about this one.
Because the deficit they faced certainly wasn't smart. They obviously did not give up on that one. And in the end, that come-from-behind victory, they'll cherish this one for a while.
So that'll do it for us for Charles Davis and Mark Cole. I'm Brandon Gard. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. The Chiefs victorious here as we say so long from Arrowhead.
I can teach you how to get paid, how to get by, and how to get fly. I can teach you how to get cake. It's not the whole thing, at least a little slice. Honestly, I'm an immaculate anomaly. I'm an organic organism, ain't no ordinary organs in them. I can't afford any synonymy. That's why my flow is like a cinnamon tsunami with the lemongrass. Ooh, ooh. Let me know what you wanna do. If you wanna build, I'm Bobby. If not, then kick it in the lobby. I got a lot to do. Ooh, I'ma watch what you gonna do. If you gon' build, I'm Bobby. If not, then chuck a deuce. You throwing off the vibe. Man, I don't got time. It's all about the vibe. All that I got time. I ain't got the goose. Stack with me. Don't come through with bad energy. You ain't with the vibe. Don't waste my time. Yeah. I can show you how to make a lighter change. I got the dialect of dairy in my diary. I'm from a lactose intolerance community. I wanna circulate the units and the unity. The continuity of opportunity for stacking fans. Opportunity to stack the figures with your family. I can show you how to get the figures in advance. I don't see nobody else but us giving a damn. Ooh. So let me know what you wanna do. If you wanna build, I'm Bobby. If not, sucker, kick it in the lobby. I got a lot to do. Ooh, I'm gonna watch what you gonna do. If you wanna build, I'm Bobby. If not, then chuck a deuce. You throwing off the vibe. Man, I don't got time. It's all about the vibe. All that I got time. I ain't got the goose. Stack with me. Don't come through with bad energy. You ain't with the vibe. Don't waste my time. Yeah, what's good like making? In the making, a young tycoon that's sick in it. Tire forward and spit like a typhoon to the rain. Live in the streets where the money's hunted by drainages. If it's aimless, ain't a single thing that can change it. I'm changing it. Get your dollar straight and circulate, then gang with it. Aim for your partner, pocket and pop. That's dangerous. If you ain't with it, you throwing off the vibe. Man, I don't got time for that. It's all about the vibe. All that I got time for. I ain't got the booze. Stack with me. Don't come